Well, a crucial political meeting is underway in Malaysia. The largest party in the Prime Minister Muhyiddin Yassin's ruling coalition is deciding whether to pull out of the alliance to force a general election. UMNO President Zahid Hamidi says that nearly three-quarters of the party's division chiefs say that they won't work with Mr. Muhyiddin's party Bersatu. The party holds about one-third of the seats in the government. Today's meeting comes after Anwar Musa, a key ally of the Prime Minister, was sacked. His removal as Barisan Nasional's Secretary-General was due to clashes with UMNO's top leadership over the party's future direction. For more, Melissa Goh joins us live now from Kuala Lumpur. Melissa, looks like a long night for UMNO.
Well, indeed, the political manoeuvring never ends in Malaysia. Now, we are barely in the first week of a new year, and the power tussle has intensified here at the UMNO headquarters. Now, the party president, Zahid Hamidi, galvanizing on grassroots resentment, the divisional chiefs towards Prime Minister Muhyiddin's led party, Bersatu, is asking the party Supreme Council, which is the highest decision-making body in the party, to decide whether to withdraw support from Mr. Muhyiddin's Perikatan Nasional government and go it alone in the next general election. There's also a resolution to decide whether to ask all UMNO MPs, including the 9 ministers currently in Mr. Muhyiddin's cabinet, to quit in order to force a snap poll as early as April. Now, UMNO holds the largest number of seats in Mr. Muhyiddin's fragile government that's ruling with a super thin majority. So what happened tonight is keenly watch whether they manage to produce an outcome. Now, the party is very split, in fact, split down the middle. What Zahid, the party president, who's facing multiple corruption trials, is appearing weaker than before. Even the former Secretary-General of BN, Anwar Musa, whom he just removed yesterday, is openly challenging him, questioning him for going behind the party's back and conspiring with opposition leader to topple Mr. Muhyiddin's government, which UMNO is part of. Now, at a news conference earlier today, Anwar Musa, who's the Federal Territory Minister, revealed a letter, or showed a letter, purportedly written by Zahid himself to the King, pledging support for opposition leader Anwar Ibrahim as the Prime Minister. Now, let's take a listen.
Semak dengan banyak pihak, surat ini adalah tulis. Ya. Dan dalam surat-surat ini, antara perkara-perkara yang disebut adalah untuk menjatuhkan kerajaan yang ada sekarang, menukar Perdana Menteri, dan menjanjikan kesetiaan kepada Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim.
Now, Mr. Zahid, the party president, is also said to be facing pressures from within its own grassroots to explain whether UMNO, the party that he leads, is in talk, indeed, with opposition Democratic Action Party, DAP, the sworn enemy of UMNO all this while. Now, it's expected to be heated, the Supreme Council meeting that's ongoing. An outcome may or may not come tonight. Now, if not, we may have to wait till the party's annual assembly that's slated for end of the month. Don? Steve?
Mel, what are the possible implications then on the ruling Perikatan Nasional government if UMNO does in fact decide to withdraw from the coalition?
Well, if the Supreme Council, some 30-odd members, decides unanimously to leave Perikatan Nasional government tonight and orders all MPs and ministers to quit en bloc the cabinet, then it's going to paralyze Mr. Muhyiddin's government immediately. And that may force him to see the King to tender his resignation, and this may trigger a snap poll. Now, it's his prerogative as the Prime Minister to suggest it to the King, and the King can either decide whether to go for it or not. The King was seen visiting flood-hit home state of Pahang, and with COVID-19 pandemic still raging, with over 2,000 cases reported daily the past week on average, many, including the health authorities, are against snap polls right now. I would be selfish. Some of the UMNO ministers I spoke with were saying, now within Prime Minister's office, they're saying there won't be any election before March right now. This is not the first leadership challenge, neither will it be the last, that's what they said. Steve?